Everyone is quick to criticize school systems, especially when things are not going as everyone had hoped. However, the truth of the matter is that generally schools and the highly trained people who work in them are very good at what they do. All teachers want to see their students thrive, and with the right tools, that can happen. For any reading intervention to be successful, it's critical for teachers to have regular access to struggling readers, and that access should take place, if possible, when the student and teacher are fresh and focused on the problem. School is the ideal place for this to happen. Training fluency skills is like any other training. The student needs to have the energy to do the exercises so that the training can be efficient and effective. The classroom is the logical environment for fluency training. What is the first thing you need to help a struggling reader? You need to have regular access to the student who is struggling. It sounds simple, but it's not always so easy to put the struggling reader with the right teacher and the right resources on a consistent basis. When you, the teacher, are trying to teach a class of students, it can be difficult to give individual attention to a few. When is the right time for struggling readers to receive training? The answer is that within reason, interventions should begin as early as possible. By within reason, I mean that for kindergarten children and younger, there is a great deal of maturation of skills that is taking place that makes a conclusive diagnosis difficult. However, there are wonderful tests to screen and evaluate children in kindergarten and the first half of the first grade, such as the pre-dyslexia letter coding test and the dyslexia early screening test. For early first graders, there is the dyslexia screener for first graders. By the second half of the first grade, there is a complete battery of tests that can be used to diagnose a struggling reader. It takes a team to implement a successful reading intervention, from the administration of a school system to the principal in charge of a building, to the special education and classroom teachers, as well as the parents of the struggling student. The more these people are involved, the more successful struggling readers will be in their intervention, and the faster that intervention will take place. With today's digital natives in the classroom and the digital classroom itself, now is the perfect time to use technology as a tool to help struggling readers. Using digital educational therapy, we can now build very sophisticated skills with very little human interaction. By leveraging this technology, the classroom teacher can help significantly more struggling readers become fluent readers quickly. Contrary to what you may read, not just any video game will improve reading. All games have to be designed for specific tasks and in a matrix that will guide the struggling reader in building the skills they lack. And that is exactly what the MD4 reading program is. Think of it like a pilot learning to fly in a simulator. The practice they receive builds neural pathways in their brains that makes flying a plane second nature. Our goal is to make reading second nature for your struggling students, and we can do that very effectively and efficiently with very little expenditure of school systems, time, and resources. In the long run, you will spend less on a struggling reader when they become fluent than by trying to accommodate them for their educational career. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to listen to this short presentation, and I hope you found it interesting. A great deal of elaboration and explanation will be required to gain a complete understanding of the MD4 reading program, and everyone at EduGameStar stands ready to provide you with additional insight and information. I hope you will contact us for assistance.